keep seeing him. Some green man, some guide ahead who knows this wild earth far better than me. He glides light-footed along the steep slopes where I blunder through. The animals eye me puzzlingly, where they nuzzle to him and point their snouts toward nearby water and warm bedding. The me of men and urbanity is a fool following this master of the wilds. His lips are often curled in a sly smile, and his eyes carry the beam of moonset magic. I'd go with him anywhere, just to hear how he speaks to trees, and behold him fall to his knees at every fresh-flowing fountain. He says the mountain birthed him, and will claim him again one day. All things go home at last. He seems sturdy as an old boulder, and the way he tells it, his body has been broken and pieced together many times. He cares not for our diagnoses of the Great Mother's maladies, and wants only to wander the earth, come what may. He is the one I go to sit with by firelight, to hear his strange myths and riddling verses that spin me every which way. His recounts are unblemished by the city mind, and often reduced to just growls and snarls that lull me to the deeps. He sat years with an old woman who made medicine from plants and read the dreamings of the stars. She forebode it would become like this one day. Brutal storms and ferocious wildfires, and a sense we'd lost our way. But the tellers of her girlhood spoke of our underground past and of sea-bound ages, insisting we have plenty of animal still in us. I know where I'll go when the walls begin to crumble. To the mountain. To clasp hands with my green man, who knows the shape of nothingness, and will, without delay, kneel down and begin to scratch the marks of a new plan into the dirt. And very often, I come here into wild nature, and of the many things I'm doing here, in some sense, I'm seeking my own wildness. And I always find it. It comes first through the body, through the organism, as the feet delight in the rugged terrain and the movement through the brush and bramble and along the clearings and the open slopes of the mountains. And the eyes take comfort in all the colors and the array of images and the softness of the forest. And the nose just drinks in the freshness of air here. And there's a general uncoiling of the body. And then an enlivening and a movement into what I do refer to as a state of wild mind. An attunement with the landscape and the ecology here. And for me, that's a place where poetry speaks in a very real way, and I feel compelled to engage with it. But also of recent, I've been sort of taken with the notion of a presence that lives here in the mountains, this figure of a green man or a green woman, a wild person that reflects some aspect of me, of humanity, and is someone to follow and to aspire to and learn from, and yet who eludes us and puzzles us, and and that that's at this time an important thing, to sort of come into contact with more of our natural essence and our ability to be with the elements, and particularly now as we are in the times that the old woman forebode, of brutal storms and ferocious wildfires, and a sense we've lost our way. And it's the green man, the green woman, the green human that we'll be seeking when the walls begin to crumble, when the systems begin to crumble, the economic, political, and religious structures, cultural structures that we felt were so lasting begin to show their finite nature. We can trust that wild presence will know how to immediately, without delay, kneel down and begin to scratch the marks of that new plan into the dirt. Aho. Blessed springtime to everyone.